Finished.
So, in last week's session of the Arcane Archives, the party is still in Uthran, recently coming off of their meeting with the Council of Uthran to inform them what has been transpiring over the past couple months that they've been traveling through the Salarian coast. Informing them that the Bureau has been pulling strings in the background that has led to the assassination of Lord Nudal, a large and important figure in the peace between the two nations, as well as a formidable foe, a Goliath named Vovek the Bestowed, has also been pulling strings in the background, one of which leading to the usurping of Freya's mayor, as well as the death of their friend Sven the Kind. The meeting successful, and the collective excited to continue their hunt for the Goliath, stayed another night in the Vunra Manor, not before having a vision of Vovek getting some sort of power enhancement, as well as a image of Cade the Smith humming some sort of rhythm. The morning of last session, the collective discussed Sven's death, and Cthulhu largely taking blame for it. After some heartfelt words, largely the collective together decided that it was everybody's fault, and no one should hold the blame alone, and whose fault it is largely would be the Goliath. Cain informing the party that he would be with Isaac, a friend of his in the Fighters Guild. The party went down to the city proper, where they ended up going to the Uthranian chapter of the Esoteric Assembly, where Ecclesius was supposed to drop off a package to a Master Uban, as well as, hopefully, see what it's like in that chapter opposed to Solaria. After delivering said package, they also met with Master Velos, who Ecclesius asked if they had more jobs to do, as well as trading in some of their magic items and procuring some other odds and oddities. After leaving the Esoteric Assembly, heading for the Market District or the Fighters Guild to hopefully talk to Cain to speak about what June's information she needed, the party fell unconscious inside the Vunra carriage. They had another image of Cade the Smith, this time humming something with a little bit more rhythm, as he was stoking the fires in the forge, seemingly creating some sort of weapon. As their vision came up close to Cade, as he looked in the direction of where this ethereal camera would be, they all awoke in the end of the carriage, or in the inside of the carriage. And that is where we're going to pick up. As all of you, unbeknownst to the carriage driver, had fallen unconscious, as you awake inside the carriage, all of you looking around knowing that you all share the exact same experience, in a cold sweat, what would you all like to do?
Okay, you all saw that too, right?
Are we still
Yes.
moving?
The DM just said that we all saw that.
Who's
Is
the
that
DM?
Is that
Shut your
the...
mouth.
And immersion broken.
Well, it took 6 seconds.
Took 6 seconds.
Oh.
As Cade slowly comes to, I'm gonna beat this dead horse joke.
Hey, you finally awake. Did you have that same...
And fireball!
Okay, sorry.
Uthran's gone.
In front of us.
Uthran's
Did
gone.
you all have... did you all see that too? With
Yeah.
Cade?
It was humming something?
Did anyone recognize this tune? Or
No.
the sequence?
But I don't like somebody messing with my head.
Yes.
I also agree with that. That is very uncomfortable that they do that from so far away.
Do we know that this is... what do you all feel that this is coming from? I know of items that can prevent mind reading, but an item to bestow a vision in their head. What do you all think?
I think it is the Raven Queen bestowing her powers. Or what if, because of Alar's sword, we are all kind of connected?
Oh.
We were all there.
Do I have any brands or
No.
markings? Look at my butt.
Last time
Check the butt.
we all had the same dream. We were in separate rooms in the manor. I don't think it's a sword.
I think, Ecclesias, that if we've seen Cade multiple times now, can you talk to him and ask him what's up with this?
I'll grab June's arms and
That is such a great idea, you beautiful person.
I'll give like a big smack of the lips like on their forehead or whatever. Just and then I'll try to center myself. Yeah, it's all whiskery and like when you just shave, it's just all like tight
It's,
fur
like,
and
sort of cute, but unpleasant.
I don't really and like I don't think Tabaxi really have lips, so it's just like a. Ecclesias is a sweet talker, but he sucks at kissing. But I'm gonna center myself. I'm going to picture Cade. I'm going to picture the smithing area as vividly as I possibly can, and I'm going to control my breath and try to tune out my surroundings as best I can. And I will cast Sending to speak to Cade.
Very well. What do you say?
Hello, this is Ecclesias. We have had strange dreams. Collectively. Is this a power of the Raven Queen? If so, can you please confirm this?
So, as you say these words and you cast them out into the ether, you get the sense that the words have fallen flat and that your casting was not complete.
I don't know what went wrong, but it didn't go through. Which is strange. From what I learned of this spell, in this, it can go anywhere. It can transcend dimensions. And even if the person doesn't reply, I know that they received it. Maybe it's because I'm...
Maybe
I don't know.
Because he's not a person.
This might be the case.
Can you talk to ethereal beings? Is that a thing?
I have never tried this, but I also have never met an ethereal being.
You mean like Duo?
Is Duo there? Is Duo in the carriage?
As soon as I would have said that, I would have summoned him up on my
Do you
shoulder.
mean like
Just instantly like dweet to Duo's eyes, dweet back to
Yeah.
my eyes,
No, not like Duo.
No?
and then I'll give a scratch.
No, not like Duo. There you are.
What if
Technically,
maybe we some of us religious folk try to maybe reach out through our patrons?
To
You
find
know.
out if these visions are from Raven Queen, you can ask Cord and Thortless this.
I mean, Court is probably gonna be super script and very vague, but I will try.
I think we should try anything at this point, considering we all just went unconscious. What if that happens
Yeah, that
when we're
that
not
is
in
the
carriage?
that's the unsettling part. Is like we weren't ready for sleep, but we slept. Did we get a full rest?
Yeah?
Wait, through that?
Oh, through that? No. Oh, I will say, your stats may be a little wonky. Things may have been used. Don't ask why. Just everybody full rest on D&D Beyond.
Who touched me?
I'm wondering
Yeah,
why
who
I was
touched-
dead.
Who touched me?
I didn't touch anyone's health, but spell slots might be gone. So everybody just do a full rest. Make sure
Casting
everything's
stuff?
up. Also, Jay, I did find out. Make sure that you're manually recharging that circlet, because I found out that that doesn't happen with a long rest. You have to go inside, or into the stats of it and say
You have
recharge.
to go inside.
You have to go inside the circlet.
It does.
Check my butt.
I can try to reach out, but gods don't really look at the tiny things. So
That makes 0 sense because we are literally the smallest of all beings.
I wouldn't
is
say
not
it's
true.
a
little
tiny
gnomes.
thing. I wouldn't say this is a tiny thing. If your patrons, if they care about you, if you follow them, if you've been servants per se, whatever it is that you do,
Yeah,
they
that god.
should
Yes,
want
June is
to
on
make
it.
sure that you're okay. They should want to.
They should see what
check in
the
on
Raven,
you.
the Raven Queen is seeing too. If she is helping us, then why is it Cord should not be blind to it?
June has a good point.
Bolt-
because Fultus is a greater god. He has millions of people following him.
greater than who though? Like that is
Greater
so-
than the Raven Queen.
It doesn't matter.
Why
you
is
should
it-
That's how you
still
gods are developed and power is
No.
drawn.
just
I don't-
try.
I can
That is-
try. I'm just saying.
I don't know if that is your bias speaking or if that is like hierarchy, like if that hierarchy is actually true.
Is that a
Why
half?
don't
you
Is that
listen to-
hold on? Is that a half question for me or?
No,
Dude,
no, that's
would-
in character.
okay.
Okay.
Would
Totally in
would
character.
Cthulhu know that gods are ranked based on how many people follow them, and he would
You
know?
wouldn't know why they're ranked, but you would know that there are greater gods.
Why don't you both try to pray to your gods and see who responds? I will watch
Was this
the
a
road.
competition?
Well, I did not
Hey,
mean. No, I did not mean to be like that. I just meant to say, if you want to see who can give you information, try asking them now.
Well, should we? I'd like to pray in private. That there's just maybe me.
Oh.
So, I just will. When we get back to the Vonra Manor, I will do my thing and come back
I don't
to.
think we're
you
going
all.
there yet, though.
No,
Isn't
we have
that?
to.
Yeah, we're in the carriage. Isn't that where we're going back?
You're
No,
going to
we're
the
going
Fighters
to
Guild.
the
Guild.
Arcade.
Yes. Yeah, fine.
Shit. Well, I will take a moment when we get to the guild. I don't know why I pronounced it that way.
Gweld.
Wailed.
Just, I'll try. Just please, let's just keep it a little quiet so I can think and find something. And I kind of, and he's frustrated, but he gets on his knees
So hard.
and he kind of like grasps his hands like this and goes down. And he just tries to let everything go and solely focus on the breathing and almost in a meditative state. And he goes, in Elvish, he speaks. Fultus, I need to have answers. Something strange is happening. There's other gods interfering, and I need to know if what I'm seeing, the visions, the pure insanity of what's been happening is via this god or some kind of magic, or I keep seeing visions of people who work for the Raven Queen. I need your help. I need your guidance once again. Please. Please listen and give me an answer.
So, as you kneel down and you extend out your faith to commune with your God, as you finish your prayer, there's a large piercing sound in your ears, not audible to anybody else. As you close your eyes, you see visions of Vovek, and you see a flashback of him defeating Sven. As you come back to the space around you, and you can feel that there is some dark cloud that is blocking your communication.
There's something. There's something stopping me from talking to my god. Something's
Did you-
interfering. I got flashbacks. I got Vovek. I got all this. We need.
This is strange.
So much for being higher power, then, I guess, huh?
Will you all permit me a moment to speak with my Master Vale? I want to cast him Sending as well. If I cannot get a hold of him, then I think that we are being tampered with, and we should. I don't know. This just makes me nervous.
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you can do. You guys can do your thing. I'm gonna go into the same kind of trance to speak with Vale.
All right, what do you say to Master Vale?
Master Vale, this is Ecclesias.
You stated his name and then say this.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Polite.
Hello there, Master Vale.
You're those people that go to fast food places and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" You say, "I want a number 5."
Hello, Master Vale. Hello, Master Vale. Hello.
Who talks first? I talk first, you talk first?
It's hard to tell with the apparatus.
Master Vale, this is Ecclesias. We are being prevented from speaking with gods and sending these messages. Is there magic that can prevent distant communications?
A second goes by, and you get a reply. Hello, Ecclesias. Yes. Hello, Ecclesias. This is Master Vale. No. Hello, Ecclesias. Yes, there are magics that can prevent your communication. There are dark magics and 2 sides to the weave. Hope
Have fun,
this
bye-bye.
has helped.
Have fun. Bye bye.
And then
Well, I was able to talk to my Master Vale, and he informed me that there are 2 signs of the Arcane Weave. And I think that there is a nefarious person clouding our way to communicate. But is this for better or for ill?
Well, if you were able to communicate with your master just now, but Cthulhu wasn't able to communicate with his god, I feel like this isn't magic.
What do you
I
know,
don't-
June, with your arcane background?
Not much in this type of magic. But I'm curious because when we first met Kane and Aylar got his sword, I was able to try to connect to the Raven Queen, and she showed me that vision that I shared with you guys. I'm wondering if trying to speak to her directly would be possible.
You should try that.
Well, I think that the best one to try is Aylar, but I would be willing to help.
You have had that vision, though, too. Maybe if you, June, forgive my ignorance, but if you were to hold hands and do they pray at the same time to the Raven Queen, would this make it stronger?
That's, something along those lines. I thought, I don't know if we're both trying, if I try to help Aylar connect with any magic I can give him, any willpower, maybe it might help him to at least maybe ask her what's happening to us and I don't know, give us some guidance. I know the last time, Aylar, you said you talked to her, she gave you a lot of information, but what's happening to us seems to be new. And
You should try.
I'm wondering if she's involved, or if this is the Goliath and the jockey.
Well,
how's this carriage driver reacting? Sorry, I didn't mean to
You're all
interrupt. I'm just
inside.
curious.
He's outside.
He's driving.
Oh,
the
did we
carriage.
arrive at the?
No, but he has no idea any of
it's
this is
a
happening.
it's
You're
a
in the
covered
carriage.
carriage.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh
realize
yeah,
it was
he's rich as
caravan.
fuck. This ain't an open
And
carriage.
carriage.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
well,
is like
carriage, caravan. I pictured
Cinderella
like
pumpkin sparkly boy carriage.
Oh,
I picture the onion from Shrek, but sure.
I actually picture it in the shape of a glacial grape.
Oh,
I picture it in the shape of a wine bottle.
it's like an Asari.
I don't know.
Why are you sorry?
Am I
on.
good to go, guys? Am I good?
No,
Sure?
no, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
I don't know.
William Shatner.
I'm not a prayer type person. She hasn't really responded to me except when the Goliath basically killed me. So, I think, it maybe we can make a message if all of us hold hands or something. I don't know. We can all think about the Raven Queen and I can try and communicate with her. I'm not sure, really.
It would put us on a... I don't know right now. Because
We can try.
if I couldn't talk to my god, what says that we can talk to another?
We can try though, because if the Raven Queen is blocking us, maybe she won't let us through.
Maybe
Should we
she
all-
wants to talk to us specifically and not let us talk to any other deities.
Should we all try to do the holding of hands and do this, or should it be?
We
Well,
can do
sure.
it.
Me,
Wait, would I know that
Grab
gods
my
would...
powers.
Try to look for the word for this. In a sense, would this work better if there's more people at once, like focusing on this one entity?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, put our hands on the sides of our screen, so it looks like we're actually holding a. Oh yeah, I forgot the.
Other hand.
We can do that in
Here, I
real
got you
life
guys.
next week.
17.
17.
I'm perfectly doing it.
You know that ritual prayers with more than just one person have happened in the past. Your knowledge of how strong connections to gods are is pretty limiting, so you're unsure, but you do know that group prayers are common.
We can try. Does somebody want to lead, or does somebody want me to lead it, or what's up?
I think
I
Alar should
honestly
lead it.
think, yeah, Alar should do it.
Alright.
You should make sure that when you when this begins to introduce yourself, she might not know who is trying to speak, or she might. She is God.
I think
Before I link hands, I remove my symbol of cord and just kind of tuck it into my boot.
Okay.
I keep my pendant on.
I would,
It's like you bitch.
I'm torn on this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Try
I'm gonna
it.
hold in one of my hands my sword. I'm not gonna pull it out of the sheath, but I'm gonna grip the sheath, you know. Actually, what I would do is I wouldn't hold the person's hands next to me. I would probably put one hand on the hilt and then one hand on the sheath, and then have whoever's on either side of me touch my hands. And then
Jailer's hand.
what exactly did I need to ask? Because I'm a little confused on that part.
Ask her if she is sending Cade to maybe message us through her or through him.
And tell her
Introduce
that.
yourself.
Tell her that. You know, if it's her or if it's not, that
Hey,
someone
introduce
is
himself. What does that mean?
It's
Someone is-
polite.
putting
In-
us
in a s-
unconscious.
In a sense, what you're doing, you pray. This is just what I thought. Maybe you can do whatever you like, but what I thought is, this is a god that is new to him, and she is new to her. What the
She
fuck?
spoke to him several times though.
Yes, but they're
they
still
were-
new.
yeah.
Regardless, I'm
See,
saying.
we should trust Cthulhu. He knows most of the praying amongst us.
I suppose.
So as we
I'm
hold
saying-
hands in the caravan.
Just be polite, extend yourself out, but don't be upset if we don't get an answer.
Ask her if
Alright.
she's trying to tell us something.
That's probably a good idea. That's why you're knight captain.
Telling you to fuck off.
That's why you're the knight captain.
I know. We're going to ask if she's trying to tell us something, and then she's gonna say yes and not tell us what she's trying to tell us. I think
Or
so. I'm
say-
not gonna.
Or you can ask if she's the one sending the visions.
That's a good question, Cthulhu.
But
Here
I mean,
we go. Is anyone
it-
going to grab my paws?
There you
I'll
go,
grab it.
Theseus.
Right.
Alright.
I wanna go for Alar's hand that's on the actual blade that he is the
Okay.
way he's holding it. So I would grab like his wrist or what adjacent,
Alright. So as you all link appendages,
and then whoever's next to me.
Cthulhu,
Hello, Queen of Memories. Those who need names call me Alar the Battleborn of the Northern Clan. I am speaking on behalf of the collective, and we have been getting some visions, and we would like to know if they are from you, if Cade is okay, what is he doing, and if not you, who is giving us these visions?
as you finish your prayer, you get a creeping feeling coming up from the back of your head as all of you get the same feeling. You hear a little bit of ringing in your ears. It's not painful, you just feel it. As you guys adjust your vision, as you get the same cloudiness that Cthulhu experienced before.
Fucking ringing. We
Yeah, that's
all got
bad
that, or
news.
just
Everyone
just
got
Ayla?
that.
Oh, so it was also blocked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that does it. It's not the Raven Queen. It's the Goliath. and the-
magical?
We don't know what this is. This could be bigger than in Goliath.
I don't
Well,
think. I don't think so. Who else has been messing with us
The
for
jockey.
months? That's what I
Forgot.
said. The Goliath and the jockey. I doubt the Goliath can do this himself. So yeah, the jockey's probably doing this for him.
Erden is like hunched over, just like rubbing his temples right now.
I think I am getting a sneaking suspicion that the Goliath is only the tip of the iceberg.
Either way, we need to take out the tip.
No comment.
Ecclesias, that's your job.
To do the thing with the tip?
ATT?
Well, you see, icebergs, the tip floats on top, and then there's a lot underneath. So if you take off the tip,
Aylar, I
then
meant
the
we need
iceberg
to-
will rise up, and you will see more
We
of the
need to
iceberg.
take care of him regardless.
I
Yes,
want to see one of these icebergs. Are these in the north? Are they
Yes.
friendly?
they are literally ice.
We are getting off topic.
Ah, yes, we are. Well, there's one thing that concerns me. I had mentioned before that I know of rings that will prevent people from reading your mind. I'm concerned that this person that is blocking our communications is also peering into our minds.
Usually, you can feel if that's going to happen.
I am not as gifted in the weave as you are, June, but I'll be mindful of my thoughts to prevent this.
Would it feel like? Never mind. Would it? I don't know. Like, you know, my ability where I can make people tell the truth. Would it?
Mhm.
Would it have that same effect where you know that somebody's trying to do this to you?
June?
I mean, the DM can stop me if this is something I don't know, but my best guess would be that when someone casts a spell on you, you may not know if the spell is really powerful, but eventually you might figure it out and get the feeling that someone is trying to poke around in your mind.
Hold on, stop the carriage right now. And I like hit the roof as hard as I can.
I'll cast message on the driver, seeing that Uriden's being serious.
Please, sir, stop the carriage.
The carriage comes to a slow halt. As you hear,
Are we like
yes,
in a
crowded area?
Go ahead, sorry. No, I was are we in a wide open area or what's our?
You're in the middle of this road.
Still in the city or are we at distance?
Yep.
Okay, I want everyone but everyone but Alar. Come with me. Alar, stay here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm running 100 feet away from the carriage.
Ooh, I'll run. I get excited and I run with Urudin at the same pace.
So
I look next to you as I run with you.
As all of you follow, just for brevity, the carriage driver says, "Master Zio."
Just wait.
I
Stay
use
there.
my tongue buddy ability and I message
Oh my
Uridan.
god.
What are you doing?
I have an idea. I will tell you if it works. One moment.
Just do it like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I did. That was Eddie.
Over.
Let's do it.
So,
You can only talk with your tongue out of your mouth because the reception.
what are you doing, Uridan? What are you doing?
So, I want to find like a secluded.
You can find a
like,
secluded area, relatively.
Yeah, all right, and I, like, if it's a cobblestone, I lay my my prayer for a storm arrow down.
Okay.
If it's dirt, then I jam it into the ground.
Okay. So as you get into this little bit of an alleyway that has some mud, as you stab it into the ground.
I want to keep a kind of a lookout too to see if anybody that doesn't look like a common folk watching us intently or anything like that.
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe it's the sword that is clouding everything. Everyone kneel down, pray with me. We're gonna reach out to Cord.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Put your
idea.
pendant back on, Uridan.
Oh, thank you.
So as he puts his pendant back on, you all kneel down and hold hands again, Uridan.
I say, Cord, you have not spoken much to me, but I'm calling out to you on behalf of the visions I have seen through the Raven Queen. I want you to tell me what you know or what you can see through her eyes.
So, as you make this prayer out to Cord, as you all open your eyes after the prayer is finished, almost like you just woke up in the morning, the sun stings your eyes as that cloudiness, and you feel foggy as that ringing happens again, as your mind is clouded.
Third fucking
I
time.
don't think this is working.
Okay. It was a thought. I'm sorry.
That was a good idea, though. I'll race you back.
And I use my cat-like agility, and I go 240 feet a second.
Alrighty. So,
what a Ferrari.
I'm there without them. I look at the driver. I'm like,
So, you been doing this long?
as everybody returns back,
Every Uber ride ever.
You ever seen... Never mind, sorry.
what would y'all like to do?
And, sorry,
think
Zio, go
that-
ahead.
Thank you. I think that the one thing that this is telling me, if nothing else, is maybe we need to make more haste in trying to confront the Goliath.
I was gonna say that as well.
We don't
need to
even
get
know
him.
where to go.
Well, we can start by going to the Fighters Guild to talk with Kane.
That
Well,
is,
yes.
I don't think that we should leave here without getting the information for you, June.
No,
we
we're
are
not.
so close. Yeah, I didn't think that you would let that happen either.
And
But-
also,
I do
But,
think that maybe we could start by just asking the Goliath where he's at.
or
How
Aloy could
would...
do his little sacrifice blood thing and try to
That?
spy on him again.
Yeah, or I think that he's hot-blooded enough if Ecclesius, if you just asked him to meet us.
I'm embarrassed to say, but talking to my master and trying to talk to Kane has made me pooped. I have to.
Your spells didn't go through. You don't use a spell slot.
I just used 2.
You used one.
I'm telling you
worked.
that neither of them went through, so you didn't use your spell slot.
The one to Master Vale
Oh,
did.
the one in
Or
Master
Master
Vale.
Vale did.
So I still have one.
Oh, I just realized that it doesn't really affect me if it doesn't go through. So I will try. What should I say to this Goliath?
Wait, what was
Ask him where
the
he's
second
at.
spell slot? He contacted Master Vale, and what was the other one?
And then
tried
the
to
one
try
for
to-
Kane, for Cade, the immortal
right,
or
right.
the
Yep.
undead
On Dixie.
smith. Yeah.
Yes, I do believe I have enough juice to try to contact him. But what should I say? I'm nervous. I haven't spoke to him before.
Maybe we should see what Alar can see first, and maybe we can
Oh,
entice
good
him
idea.
to do something.
No, you are a scaredy cat. No, you.
I totally agree that we should try and contact the Goliath, but maybe let's do it one later, once we're done with the Fighter Guild stuff, so that way he doesn't just, reappear out of nowhere and then we just all of a sudden. And 2, maybe not inside of the city where there are innocent people.
I pull out my map and I kind of, because the Uthranian map that we have now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just looking for locations that are like what would be fighting grounds almost in a sense, that are away from civilization, but like
It's the map of the entire kingdom. It's not a city map.
okay, never mind. I put it away.
You would assume anywhere outside the city you could fight free of civilians.
I pull out the map of the Isles and I think anywhere here is probably good. I don't know the inhabitants or populations, but maybe.
Might be a little bit too far.
I think one of the things we can do as well is talk to Kane, and he might know some locations where we can set up shop, if you will.
Or we could go back to Summit's
You're probably
Peak.
right.
Well, why don't we try to do
It's an
this? Those are all good ideas. Do we want to make haste to the Fighters Guild, and then maybe try to do your blood magic to see what the Goliath sees first, and then talk to Kane? Kane.
Kane.
Kane and Kane.
Let's go to the Fighters Guild, talk with Kane, move on from there.
I agree.
All right. So, as you progress forward, your carriage driver taking you farther, as you come in front of a pretty large building, a rectangular building made of some sort of yellow type sandstone with red flags that are kind of whipping in the breeze. As you all step out of the carriage, you see that clouds are starting to come in over the city. As you can see over the sea, there's a drizzle that is moving in. Is the last bit of sunlight that you see. As it hits all of your eyes, you all begin to get this creeping headache that is coming from the back of your head. As you kind of shake it off and you progress forward, you see sitting out on the front, you see different, you see a woman to your left and a man to your right, both in some sort of what you would assume to be casual wear, but you can tell that they've been sparring. One of their hands has some maroon stains on it. As you follow Zio in, I would assume, as you head in, Zio, as you look around, you see anywhere from 30 to 40 different people. The noise in here is very busy, as if you were in a busy tavern, minus music. As Zio, you look around instinctively looking for Kane, as you catch your vision catches him as he's standing over next to a pillar, talking to a gentleman. As you all progress over to him, you can see that this building is a rectangle that is surrounding a large sand pit. There are 3 stairs that go towards this sand pit, not the large ones. And you see 2 gentlemen in there right now that are fencing. fencing. They're dueling. As you see maroon stains in the sand and different armor pieces and the such, and pillars aligning all the way on the perimeter of this pit. As you walk up, the gentleman that Kane is talking to, bald head, black skin. He has incense burns over the top of his left eye and below it. He seems to be in a very form-fitting robe / gi. And he has some beads that are chained around his chest that go to his belt. As you all approach.
Before
I'll
we,
walk
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Before we, as a group, approach, I would like to slink off and just, I want to, sulk in the shadows. Skulk is actually the word I wanted to use.
You can probably blend pretty easily, but being around no one probably will not happen. You can form into the crowd very easily, but someone will be around you most of the time.
Just like
I'm not trying to hide. Yeah, I want to Ezio crowd serve.
Are you leaving the party then?
Yes.
Okay. So as the rest of you walk up to Kane?
Yeah, I'll step up to Kane first and say, Kane. And then I'll look, and see Isaac and say, Isaac, good to see you.
Kane turns and he has a flask in his hand and he takes a sip from it and he puts the top on and hands it back to Isaac, and Isaac takes it and puts it into his sash / belt. As Kane, kid, you made it. And Isaac, it is nice to see you again.
Yeah, we were hoping to get some more information about June's hometown.
Kane puts his arm around you. We'll get to business in a minute. It's been a while since you've been here, no?
Yes, yeah.
Then why don't we enjoy our time a little bit as he goes to kind of like lead Zio off towards the pits. And he speaks to, yes, Jeremy?
I just want to see I don't want to roll an insight check, but can I see if he's like inebriated or because he seems a little more lax and
also,
okay.
Yeah,
I would like to roll a separate insight check to see if our or more specifically Zio's arrival startled him.
Kane?
Or if it was expected.
Sure. So whereabouts are you? Are you like in the shadows watching the group? Or are you walking around the out? Like what are you doing?
I split off from the group and I'm kind of just watching from the sidelines, our group specifically. I just didn't want to be a part of it. I just wanted to be an outside view of our group.
Sure, roll an insight check.
Jeremy, did you roll yours? You asked first.
I already told him. He could already tell that he's inebriated.
Oh, okay, cool. I rolled a 17.
Nice.
Didn't seem to startle him. He seemed pretty jubilant and happy to see him.
Okay. At that point, I will also message my other tongue buddy, and I will say, I have split off from the group, and I am watching from the shadows, just to let you know. And then, that is all.
Alrighty. So, yes.
As Kane.
Before you say what you're going to say, let him finish his sentence. So, as he goes to pull Zio away, he says to Isaac, show him around. I'm sure this is the first time they've ever seen one. Yes, June.
In Kane's mind, with the ability to reply, I would just like to say, I'm very eager to hear what you know, so please make this quick. It's very important.
You hear back as he stops and he looks at you, and we have plenty of time. Enjoy yourself. You're in a very opulent city, are you not? You've been traveling for a while. Enjoy your time.
We don't have as much time as we think.
He turns back around and he brings Zio back to the center of the square.
June is a little flustered.
Question about that ability. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, did Kane take Zio away?
Like 20 feet.
I will tail that. And get as close as possible, but also being invisible.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
I will be
So-
invisible.
Advantage.
So they're standing in the center of the building for the most part, on the outskirts of the center thing. The collective is like 20 feet from that. So,
Are we within earshot 20 feet away?
yeah.
So we can hear what Kane...
I mean, yeah, you guys will like really intently have to listen because it's like being 20
Being
feet
in a
away in a
bar.
tavern. Yes, you could, but you really got to dial into it.
Then I'm going to trust the others to be talking to Isaac and Isaac. Why did I just pronounce that strangely? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to be listening to Kane and Zio talking.
Very well. Uridin.
What would be a 28 because I rolled a natural 20, but the next one is actually still not that bad. It is a 22.
Sounds good.
Nice.
So Isaac is standing there, and he very upright. He has one hand behind his back, Morpheus-like, as the other one has a set of beads in his hand that he is pushing. He pushes one through as it rotates. He pushes another one. They just keeps fiddling with them. So, what brings you all here to the guild? As he's almost kind of hard to hear.
Well, my name's Kavun Smith, and we're here with Zio. Kind of just visiting a little. And we needed to talk to Kane, but obviously he has other plans.
Oh, and the rest of you tagging along then?
Isaac, I don't know. Maybe you have information that Kane also has. Have you ever heard of the Dreaming Owl and the village in which it was placed?
That name has no bearing on my memory.
Okay, well then I still need to talk to Kane.
I'm sorry if you are upset.
Not at you.
As he kind of looks around.
So, is he gonna go? I'm kind of looking over where Zio and all them are. Does it look like he's trying to like spar with him one more
They're
time?
not in the pits. They're just standing on the
Oh.
stairs leading down while other people are sparring.
Ah.
Yeah, he didn't like pull him away and like just gone. He's right there. A couple steps you would be back with them. As Isaac's kind of standing there awkwardly. Zio, as Kane's arm is around you, he's reminiscing slightly, talking about your guys' sparring sessions, as you hear from your right, as Kane is on your left, you hear a voice. Hello there, Vunra.
I look over.
And you see just so I get it correct, you see a short,
exactly where it
dark
is.
red haircut, young man wearing teal blue colors. And for the
Is this
first
like your Gary Oak right now?
for the first time, you've also not seen him in merchant's clothing or lavish wear. You see him in very similar leather armor to that you used to train in. Also similarly, it looks very well polished and clean, similar to when you first left. As Cornelio walks up. Vunra.
Hello there.
This is rival Gary.
So I see that you're back under the wing of your trainer. Is that right?
Not so much. Kind of doing my own thing these days.
I can tell.
How about you?
You look older.
Yeah, it kind of happens when you hit the road.
I'm sure that you got pretty weathered pretty quick.
Something like that.
Fuck this
You
kid.
still look quite shiny and brand new.
Well, when you're good with a sword, you don't get touched.
Is that the case?
Moreover, yes. But I can see that you must not be so good.
Is
Ghost
this
a real asshole?
Oh, kick his ass, Jay. Do it.
He
Do
runs.
I
He
get
runs. He runs his hands through his hair. Yeah, since you're intently hearing or listening, you. It's hard to hear what he's saying. You can still pick up parts. You can definitely hear Zio's part.
Gotcha.
And Kane kind of takes his arm off your shoulder, and he gets really close. You just hear him go, huh? And he kind of nudges your arm.
Well, I suppose there's one way to settle this if you'd like to go that route.
Well, if you...
Can I... Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, if you plan to be set on your ass by my family once again, sure.
Once again, I don't remember that happening, but...
I'll
Let's
give
go.
you a history lesson then. Very well. As I'll see you in the pit. As he takes his turn, as his blue sash that follows him, trailing behind as he walks off into the crowd. And Kane puts his arm around you guys. He's like, see you here 5 minutes, and it's already exciting. I think these two shall be done soon, and we can get you in the pits, no?
May I approach?
Sure.
I walk up to behind Zio and kind of give a friendly like pat and like arm around him on like his left pauldron. I'll go on his right side.
I didn't catch all of that, but it looks like this person is it out for you.
And then I'll get like a little closer to Zio's head.
But I want you to rip this little boy apart.
And I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration. And damn it, I should have came prepared with the song. But I'll hum a random little ditty in his ear. It's probably creepy, but just
I believe in you.
And do a bardic inspiration.
Exactly does that fly?
As all of you are standing there, Isaac just kind of looking around and just walks away.
That's fun.
And not even he doesn't look awkward. He's just and just walks and just leaves you guys.
What is Kane doing now that there's about to be a rabble-rousing?
Looks like
going
he's egging Zio on to fight.
All right, so I'm gonna be as sneaky as possible, just following drunk-ass Kane.
They're not moving. They're not doing it. They're just standing there. Kane's.
I know.
They're just okay.
Just like throughout
Mm-hmm.
whatever happens, my goal is to just tail Kane and eavesdrop on any conversation he has with anybody.
Very well. All right.
Zio, don't lose again.
That was
Okay.
different. It was against you. A
Yeah,
hardened adventurer. This
Yeah.
won't be much.
Well, DM, can I cast magical weapons on his fist?
You can, but they're using weapons.
Yeah. That brings me. Do I know if there's rules to these fights?
Yeah, you know that there's rules. There's also self-imposed rules. You don't know what the rules exactly will be for your fight. I mean, you know the traditional, if someone can't fight, stop the fight. First rule of it, don't talk about it. Generally, if someone quits, fight is over. Someone is unconscious, the fight is over.
Is there any rules against using magic?
Yes, this is not a magical fight.
Okay.
He
Wait,
puts his
are
fists
you-
up. You just cast firebolt in his mouth.
Wait, are you going to be fighting with your scimitar?
Yes.
Ooh. Well, if you want it to hit a little bit harder, just let me know.
Can anyone win a fight without cheating here?
Nope.
I think I'll
I've
be
already
alright.
kicked his ass.
Guys,
Thank you.
I think cheating when there's a bunch of very highly trained fighters around is a stupid fucking idea.
Okay,
Okay,
but
well, then
question,
before it starts-
Zio, question. Can I also get in a fight? Maybe we can win some money? Just an idea.
Sure, we'll get everyone in a fight.
Dr. Kane.
Okay,
Is
let's
there
do
a
it. I'm
library?
right here and ready to do it.
There's a library here. I
Can
don't
I-
even read. I just want
Can
some
I-
peace and quiet.
Can I walk up to Zio again? And I'll face him and kind of hold your pauldrons and look you deep into your eyes, and I'll say,
This is what you have been working towards. You've got this. You need to focus. Stay sure on your footing, and this fight will be yours.
and I'm gonna cast heroism on him. You are imbued with bravery. You also are immune to being frightened, and you have 5 temporary hit points.
All right.
Hey Zio, do you want to
Yes.
be stronger and slightly slower, or do you want to be faster and slightly weaker?
I think
As you're asking this, Kane turns to all of you. Why are you letting the kid cheat? If he's so good, he can beat him on his own.
I got this.
It's not a cheat. I was just imbuing him with bravery with my words in French.
It was more directly towards Ju, because she's like, hey, do you want to be better?
Kane right now so
Like,
much.
She just gives a really dorky smile, like,
I'm not cheating.
I shoot him fucking daggers.
I look at Kane.
I agree with you, but I mean, do look at Zio. He's having a midlife crisis.
I got him there. And he nudges Zio.
No, Zio, Kane's right. Go for it.
Okay, June. Thank you for the confidence.
Oh man, do
believe
you have
in
faith in him or not?
You're gonna hear this tomorrow.
I give Zio a hug. I'm not even waiting for him to finish his sentence.
You can do this. Keep your sword pointed towards him. Fuck, you know what you're doing. You got this.
Stick him with the pointy end.
I'll say that was the best.
Holy,
That was the
that's
best
what
thing
it means when
ever.
you say give him the
Win.
tip.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Proverbial Uridan says, shoot straight.
I'm sorry, I could not help but if Sid was in this situation, and now we have a bag of the rusty bag.
Oh,
just
God.
like,
So, as you guys
add to this encounter.
as
I forgot I have that.
don't.
as you guys are
You did
watching
this,
this
Jeremy.
Fighters Guild where they will all kill you, as the ones in the ring, as they're dueling, one knocks away the other's blade as he cuts, and he cuts right here, almost nipping the bottom of the earlobe as he steps back, and they call the fight, and there's a large cheer as the two of them, they shake hands, and they embrace a little bit as they walk off. And Kane, well, kid, you're gonna be up soon, and you sure you're ready for it?
Yeah, I think I can do this.
I gotta tell you, the Cornelio kid ain't bad either. He might have your work cut out for you.
Are there like in like the fighting pit? Are there like bleachers around, or is it just kind of like open where people are just kind of standing
Just open.
around?
It's
Okay.
essentially a mini coliseum.
Okay. Cool.
So
I was just curious. I'm just trying to visualize it.
no problem. So Kane, what do you all do while we wait?
I was gonna just lean up against the railing, I imagine, or fence that
There's
separates the
poles.
stand.
There's really actually no separation other than the steps. Think
stand
King
drop
Arthur,
down a bit.
Legend of the Sword. Do you remember their fighting pit? It was really
Yeah.
just steps. Exactly that.
Yep. So I'm gonna lean up against one of the poles as like fuckboy Gary is getting ready and Zio's getting ready and stuff, and like my tail just kind of comes out.
Oh, really? I'll give you 2-1 odds against that boy.
And I'm like kind of look over at like the red one, and just saying like, yeah, I'll put 5 gold on. No, Zio's going to win. You don't even know anything about fighting. Stop.
Wait, so you guys don't overthink it, and don't let your guard down like you did with a fist fight.
And I go and like stand next to Ecclesius.
I really hope they let me fight. That would be fun.
No. Oh,
That would be nice.
do you need a room? Like you two, you guys are arguing a lot. Have you tried tail therapy?
No, is this going to derail everything? No.
I know.
Sorry.
So
No, we're fine.
as Kane brings you out into the your end of the sand pit, as your sword is still sheathed, as he puts his hand on your shoulders, and there's a slight hiccup. Oh, are you sure you're good?
Morty.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you good?
Yeah, I'm not the one about to fight.
Just making sure.
I don't know if they fixed it, but a couple months ago he had a weak right foot, so exploit that. He's left-handed though, so it'll be a little difficult.
All right.
As Leo walks out, and he has a gentleman with him as well, a dwarven man. As the dwarven man, he has almost like a ye old tank top on, more like a vest, but he also has tape wrapped up to his elbow, and there's just tons of stains on it. Some may be fresher than the others, as they're having a conversation. He's like, well, kid, see what you can do. And I really hope you don't let your family down on this one. And as he's walking away, he kind of gives you a pat on the back. You got him.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there watching Leo and his trainer dude.
Very well. So as Kane walks up next to all of you, he's like, you hear him say under his breath, he's got this. As the dwarven should. Actually, as he doesn't actually do that last part. But as the dwarven man that was talking to Leo walks away, as Leo takes out his scimitar with his left hand and points it towards the sand, like towards the middle, as he puts his right, he takes a wider stance. He puts his right arm behind his the small of his back.
Yeah, I'll step up and I will place my hand on the hilt of my sword and I will draw it. And this would be one of the first times, in a long time at least, that you all see me pull my sword out of my sheath rather than it materializing in my hand.
Ooh.
And then I will also point it down towards the center, and with my other hand pull my shield off my back.
Okay.
And equip my shield.
Very well. So the dwarven man goes to the center on the steps in between you two, and he points over to Leo. Are you ready? And he gives a slight nod. He looks at you, Zio. Are you ready?
I'll look Leo like dead in the eyes and say, let's see if you're braver than your dad. And I'll nod my head.
Nice. He's like, so the dwarf goes, very well. Fight clean. First blood. Begin. And as he says begin, the collective, that headache that has been perpetuating, grows deeper and deeper. Zio, yours grows intense. Urden, as you push through the crowd to get a view on what Kane's doing in the fight, your vision becomes blurry. Same with everyone's. Zio, your vision, you start to see one Leo, then another, and another, as your vision starts to multiply. As the sun that's beating down from the open dome grows intense, as you feel your legs become weak. As the collective, including Zio, your vision fades.
Fuck.
Everything goes black. Your surroundings no longer being attached to the Fighters Guild. As you regain what you believe to be consciousness, as you all open your eyes, you find yourself in a dining hall. You look around, all of you together, but no one else. You recognize this spot. You recognize this as the dining room of the town hall in Freyas. As you see the windows blackened outside. Anything past this room has no apparition. As you all look at each other, Zio still arm ready. That is where we're going to take a break.
Oh my god. That's where we're going to end the session.
No.
Oh god.
That's where we're going to take a break.
I
No.
thought that was it. Oh, I was about to
I
poop.
was so ready to kick some ass.
I was ready to earn money. Could have gone betting.
Yes.
Damn it.
I don't know, Curls. What is happening? I guess we'll have to find out in like 15 minutes.
Guess
We're gonna need a bunch of
sock
Zeo
right now.
emotes in the
Damn
chat
it.
pretty soon.
Yeah, that's true. Well, on that, we are going to take a quick 15-minute break. We won't be gone too long, but make sure you stand by and enjoy the slideshow. Yeah, you better put them tears in there, baby!
There's
got 'em
so
already.
many parts of me that are so upset right now.
Well, I hope they're all targeted at characters and not at me.
Yeah, they are.
That
Okay,
line
okay.
about
Yeah,
Leo's
half
dad.
is June, half is Jess. I don't know which is which anymore.
So, stay tuned. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go far, and we'll see you soon. Bye. So, the collective. As you all stand in the City Hall in Freyas, Town Hall in Freyas, what would you all like to do?
What the
Right.
fuck?
I'm gonna immediately like get up,
No.
like hastily, and I'm gonna start kind of like walking around the
The
room.
first thing
Well, oddly enough, you guys don't wake up and get up. You come to as you're standing and looking around the room.
Oh, then I'm like frantically looking around. And
I
if
look-
I don't-
No.
Erden looks up and looks for Cinder's like dust, like crime scene, like chalk mark.
the chalk mark.
If you'd like to look for it, investigation.
So
This can be real. This cannot be real.
as I'm standing there with, ready to fight, the first thing that you guys see is I'm still standing in position, just kind of looking around, and the green flames flick up my blade.
I'm going to make sure that my sword is there and it is the correct one.
Damn
It is there, and it is the Raven's
Edge. Yeah. Well, there was an encounter we had way back when I didn't have the Raven's Edge.
Yeah, it's there. Eddie, what was the check?
18.
You don't see any remnants of cinder.
Well,
I think, if I get the chance,
So I'm looking around, keeping my eyes out, keeping my hands on my hilt.
yeah, I think I'm gonna need to get the last kill on him. The Goliath. I'm not gonna say his name right now.
How many
It's
times do we
good.
have to kill him?
Is it like Cornelio here, or any remnants of his like servants or anything?
Cornelia? No.
Senior.
No, there is not.
Bryas.
No one else
Yeah.
in the room.
and Ayla,
Tables,
you're probably gonna have to
Baron.
fight a few people for that.
This
Are
is
there
not good.
any-
This is not good.
Yeah. Okay. You said table was barren.
Yeah.
No
as,
like previous
Can't have
feast.
kids.
Like so, it's not like a flashback. That's what I was getting at.
as I'm pacing around the room, I'm gonna ready a firebolt, and I like turn to Alar, still pacing and like looking around. And why do you need that?
Because the Raven Queen said that we were bound together, and if I don't kill him, if I don't deal the killing blow, then I am bound with him forever, like even after death.
Oh shit.
And I'm not keen on that. I don't even give a shit if I'm the last person to kill him, but the Raven Queen cares.
We need to figure the
Whomever is next to me, I want to go over there and try to pinch them.
You walk up to Cthulhu and pinch him.
Okay, you can.
Your claws fucking hurt. You know
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I do need to
Can
get a powder here, but this is real. If you can feel, if we,
I'll try to go to one of the windows and try to like either open it or look out if they're like not opening windows.
So
'cause it's medieval time.
they are not meant to open, but as you look out, black abyss. Not that you can even see depth. You don't even see light exiting the building out. Just darkness, as if a black sheet is in front of the window.
Everybody.
Can I just? I want to insight check what Alar said.
Okay.
Does
Insight check.
I mean, yeah.
Does outside the windows look like
Looks like a
when the
black
Raven-
sheet over the window.
when I saw the Raven Queen? Like, does that remind me of anything like that?
Just seems like
I want to try to.
Just
I wanna
try to
walk
dark
out the
window.
Gotcha.
Everyone, calm down. We literally are in a place we don't know.
We've been here before, but we weren't here a second ago.
It's obvious that this is some fucking weird mind fuck I know we can feel. But just please.
I'll come down.
I'm not.
There's nothing we can do. We just have to wait.
I look at Alar and I've still got the firebolt in my head. I'm still walking. You know what? Fine. For you can have the last one as long as I get a few in. And I will like start yelling in the room, saying like, show yourself, you fucking coward.
I need everybody to make a perception check.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I will
Lord.
do that, DM. Orange, blue, or magenta?
Magenta.
Oh, yes.
Always magenta.
Magenta with silver or with gold?
20.
Oh my god.
Silva.
Silver.
And to think I was about to go into combat.
I'm gonna kind
12.
of look for some kind of cabinet to get like a drink out of because there's nothing we can do, and my perception was a 5.
Okay, June.
12.
Alar.
7.
Zio.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Ecclesias.
Damn.
12. I was doing the lights for Jay because he's shit ass, doesn't have a cam.
Alright.
Hey, thank you.
17.
17. Alright, those of you that were below 10 do not notice. But the rest of you, as you are walking around, under any other circumstance, it wouldn't have even peeked in your mind, but as you're walking around, you're pacing, you're frantic, you're looking for Cinder, your footsteps feel soft. As you look down and you're on hardwood, you're not stepping in anything. As it's an odd sensation. You're looking at hardwood and every step you take is soft. Almost as if you're walking in grass.
I want to go down. I don't know. I'm using his voice.
Can I drop down and try to use my claws and see? Like I'll try to find like the crack of a floorboard and
Okay.
put my nails in it and try to pry it, but see how it feels.
It feels sturdy. Feels like wood.
Why do? I don't like this.
Is the cabinet over here?
I shoot a fireball at the ground.
My ears go down and my eyes get real squinty
Clips
and my
off.
teeth start showing.
No fire begins to happen. The spell
Ecclesias.
dissipates against the wall.
Try to reach
Already
out to your
another one.
master from here. Oh, wait.
I can't do that, Uradina. I've already exhausted my opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't like this.
I
Could've
draw
been.
my bow and knock an arrow.
At me?
I'm completely unarmed, like shields on my back, swords in the holster, and I'm just like, accepted like we're here.
Bethune,
Can
do
I?
you not feel the oddness to your steps?
Oh,
And it feels like we are on grass.
I was looking for beers, to be honest.
You are the most confusing half-orc I've ever met in my entire life.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna fight? We're gonna punch a window that's into the fucking void of nothing. We're sitting here. We have to wait for either us to come back or something to happen. There's
You
nothing
don't know
we can
that.
do.
Oh no.
Frankie,
magic missile.
Frankie has your shoe.
Hey, wait a minute.
And that's getting clipped.
Hey, Frankie's got your shoe.
And I'm just saying, I'm uneased by this like everyone else. But what are we gonna do? We can't magically teleport anywhere. We are fucked if here for whoever sent us here. Like, please, just everyone take it down. We're fine. We just need to be level-headed about this.
I will check
I
that
know
front door.
I'm not.
I feel like you're Dwight, and when like the fire happens and nobody
Yeah,
everybody just
we're
like,
all everybody in the office.
And I'm just looking.
yeah. I want to go to
And
the door
I'm-
though and see if I can open it.
As
Maybe
you
a
go to the
zombie
door
dog
and you
opens up.
whip it open, void.
Can I insight check Cthulhu? I feel like this is alternate reality Cthulhu.
Sure. Do you want to insight check the rest of the party too?
No, just
I want to do
I
an
wanna-
Arcana check.
Well, would you do
What
an
do you?
Arcana check?
Oh, let me
sorry,
do
sorry,
one
sorry.
thing at a time.
Uh,
Hold on. Insight check. What is it?
only a 10.
It's hard to read.
Seems like Cthulhu.
No, it doesn't.
What are you doing an Arcana check on? What are you looking for? What are you doing it on?
I guess I'm actually going to focus on the fact that the floor looks like wood but feels like grass.
Okay. Make an
and
Arcana check.
Yeah.
In here? Nope.
17.
17. As you put your hand down on it and it still feels solid as you stand up and you're walking, you notice every time you're taking a step, you see almost like it's into the weave. You see a little bit of a ripple effect out from each footstep. Ecclesias, what were you doing?
I want to cast magic. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I want to cast magic missile at the darkness. Yeah, I pull out my wand and I want to see how far it goes, or if it's like, if I can see the light, or I just pull out one of my magic wands, or my magic wand.
How many charges do you burn?
I just do one. Just.
Right. And the second it hits the threshold of the door, gone.
Can I put my arm into it to see if my arm disappears?
As you go to try to, your vision starts to shake and your headache starts to grow very, very dire.
Don't put anything outside the door.
I'll back up and slam the door shut.
Don't open that door!
What a mansion.
Yeah.
Is there any? I'm starting to look like in everything and see if there's like stuff in the,
No.
drawers or.
Do you go to like one of the hallway doors, open that one?
I'm looking for like. So you said
There's no cabinetry in there. There's no cabinets or anything.
Okay, there's nothing to drink.
There's the two doors that lead to the hallways.
Fuck it. I go and look in one of the doors.
Fair enough. So as you open it, and it swings outward towards you, Vovek's glaive meets your face as it is thrusted towards you, as you instinctively back up to not get stabbed in the face with this thing. As his mass, larger than normal, has to bend down, he puts his hand on the frame of the doorway as he leans through.
Guys, problem, and hello there.
No,
I
it's
take out
fine.
my
Don't
shield.
worry about it. You can't do nothing about it.
I take out my shield. Ecclesias, I heard that, and fuck you.
As he looks down at you with a smile and a grin, he looks up at he looks up at you, June.
I toss my fireball at his face.
Okay, roll a hit.
I'm gonna get gangbanged. Oh yay!
You can't get gangbanged by one person, Cade.
Not if he has 30,000 tentacles that can come out of everywhere.
19.
True.
19. As you throw it, as his visage shifts, and you hit Cthulhu in the back.
Ah!
Roll damage.
Sorry.
Ina, what are you doing here?
Well, she is playing with her rock collection.
Tina.
I am taking
God.
Why is Nugget flagged? I'm purging.
I don't know
Nightbot.
why it. Yeah, I don't know why it
I-
flagged that. I was like, I didn't say anything.
I'm purging Nightbot.
I didn't do it.
I wonder if
You should flag Nightbot.
just as a AI itself.
Make it say something that flags itself.
Oh,
Hey.
thanks, June.
How much?
10.
You take 10 fire damage as this hits your back and curls over your shoulders.
June missed.
I didn't
As-
miss.
You hit
As
me.
We all see this, right? We can all clearly see Vovek. As I still have like my wand and magic missiles, I'm gonna see what's happening, and I want to turn and just another one, just whip another one.
Sure, roll a hit.
So it's magic
I would
missiles, so
do
it auto hits.
And Alar saw June's.
Oh, it auto
fire
hits. Roll
attack.
damage as you, and one gets sent into the back to
shit.
into the back of Cthulhu's head.
Okay, so
Wait.
let me get this right. Where is Cthulhu
Hold
relative?
on. We'll get this all. He's in front of him, in
Cthulhu's
relation
in
to all of
front
you. Yeah.
Vovek.
I'd
Okay.
also release an arrow too. So
All right, roll a hit.
Can we not play a little meta here?
No, we can't.
no.
No metagame.
Man.
No metagame.
Shit, to you guys.
Alar brings out his javelin.
Stop.
How much damage?
Now that would be
8.
like anti.
You take 8 points of force damage, Cthulhu, as you send this magic missile and it hits Cthulhu in the back of the head.
Actually, I think it's I think it's technically 11 because each hit does +1 force damage on itself.
All right, so you take 11 damage actually.
How much? 8?
Yep, Uridin,
19.
19. Would you have sent both? Because you have 2 actions.
Oh shit! Yeah. I
Okay.
would have.
Cthulhu's just like, guys, stop fucking.
That was Frankie was duo jumping up on his shoulders. You fucking idiot! Don't do that.
Yeah.
Also 19.
Roll damage for both.
Could we stop?
I'm
at
just keep,
health,
I
dude.
keep casting it. 3 charge, 4 charge, 5 charge, 6 charge.
Didn't you want to fight?
Not you.
So the first one is 11. Next one is 8.
So you take 19 points of piercing damage.
I would have.
Stop.
No, I
right,
would
and
have
listen.
readied a firebolt as the
I'm gonna
the-
fucking die.
the green flames on my blade kind of get some red mixed in there as the fire kind of gets balled up at the tip of my blade, and then seeing Cthulhu being hit by absolutely everything, I would have let it fade and been like right about to like fling it, and then been like, oh.
On fire. Thank
So-
you.
Did we see?
So I'm about to describe everything. So just
Oh my god.
all right. So as he walks forward
Gangbanged by one person.
with the glaive to Cthulhu's face, as Cthulhu backs up and grabs his shield, instinctively ready to fight, as he has to squeeze himself through the door frame, and then June shoots a firebolt, hits Cthulhu in the back. Ecclesias turns around and whatever Harry Potter spell, and it hits Cthulhu in the back of the head as 2 arrows sink under the grooves in your armor. As that and you kind of like recoil and walk towards the Goliath almost instinctively with all that force hitting you in the back, as the Goliath takes 2 steps forward and right through you, as he is now behind you, facing all of you. As you hear the door behind you all open, as 2 shadow-like beings come through the door.
Nope.
As he gives a large grin, as that headache starts to resonate again, as your vision starts to shake, as your vision goes black again, as you're all standing.
Recognize the shadowy beings as anything?
They were just shadowy figures.
Got you.
As your vision comes back, as you're all in Summit's Peak, on the outskirts of the teleportation circle.
Okay, guys, let's not shoot things, please.
Are there windows in this room?
There are.
Yeah.
What's outside the windows?
Black
Okay, I
void.
ran out. Oh look.
I'm climbing up the ladder to get away from everyone for a second.
Alar.
In your
As
head.
Cthulhu,
Sorry.
Cthulhu,
Oh, not again.
as you go up top, in a room that is void of any walls, as you are surrounded by black, it is eerie, as you feel lost and unable to even tell which direction is which, as it is uneasing, as it makes you feel seasick.
I'm going to drop my shield, stab my sword into the ground, and try to pray.
As you speak Foltus's name, that headache grows.
I'm going to try to push through it a little bit.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Shit. +2.
Man,
So
that
that's
got
a
hit
12.
by everything has to make a con save.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points of psychic damage as your head is in excruciating pain, as you feel like throwing up, as the dogs in the abyss yell at you. As you're unable to continue your prayer.
I collect myself.
You're a clever little asshole, aren't you?
speaking and
would,
like yelling into the void.
I would do two things. One, I think this is the first time I've done this in front of the group. I'd actually leave my sword in the sheath, and I'd kind of do a kneel, and like I do every single morning, I would say my morning prayer, and I would concentrate on what I would do during my rage, which is like trying to communicate with my spirit guardians, and I would be trying to see if the spirit guardians are still there. They're part of my ability, so if I can't talk with them, that'd be a problem.
As you speak out to your ancestors, you feel like they're listening, but strangely enough, at the same time, not able to fully contact them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I would say my prayer because I think I feel like the time is coming soon.
Let our warriors rest in peace, and allow us to win their wars, while in the underworlds they feast, watching us follow our mentors, keeping all the oaths that we swore. We remember them. Walger the Strong, Lydia the Swift, Darija the Calm, Artemis the Wise, Sven the Kind.
As you say that, make a con save.
The Great.
We'll see if you get to the second part.
Yeah.
Why you smirking? Why you smirking, Fern?
Yeah,
When
stop
the
it.
DM smiles, it's too late.
You worded that on purpose.
Turn that shirt backwards.
When
Yeah.
the DM smiles,
around.
like a gangbang.
So, do I get advantage?
No, but I sense you get psychic damage.
Fuck. 8.
Hey, what'd you roll?
A 3.
As you say, Sven the Kind, wow, you take 12 psychic damage. As you are Sven, and immediately it resonates in your head. You hear a ringing and a piercing ear.
I would, not quite go into rage, but I would basically then scream out, fighting through the rest of the prayer. Sven the Kind, Baltiel the Great. Probably the first time I've raised my voice, like, ever.
Only took 34 episodes. What are the rest of you doing as Cthulhu? This seasickness is almost too unbearable as you're almost forced to come back down.
I go back down, but as I'm going, like walking towards it, I'm like grasping, or like I'm making a fist and seeing if my arm still has like power imbued by Fultus, or is this like a godless land or ruled by
Seems
something
like you
else?
still have his power.
You fucking fair fight, asshole.
I'm gonna look around to the party and I'll say, well, I think we know where to meet him.
Hi there now.
Yeah, you're all together.
We were just in two separate locations. What do you mean?
Well, he showed us the first place we met, indicating who and what was causing this, and now he's showing us Summit's Peak. Last place that him and Aylar fought. I think that we go back here.
This was the third place. First we met in the Lost City. I'm sorry, and don't focus on anything that's too straining on the mind right now. It fucking hurts.
After Aylar says his prayer, Erden drops to his knee, removes his cord symbol again, and tucks it into like the loop of his pants. And he is sending his prayers to Sven's clergy.
What is it called? That'd be important to know who you're praying to.
Yeah, it's like the Undying Court.
Good job.
He says, Erden closes his eyes, and he literally, whole on is praying. He says, let our warrior rest in peace and allow us to win his war. While in the underworld, they feast, watching us follow our members, keep all our oaths that we swore. Sven, the kind.
Con saving throw.
So we're still like this vision is still continuing, right? Like we're still.
You're all in
okay.
Summit's Peak. Yeah.
How much damage did I take when I?
12.
12. Thank you. I missed it.
Does anybody have anything to drink? Jesus fuck, my head hurts.
Oh,
That's
guys,
a
are you with my decanter?
23.
23 as you feel it creeping, but you push it out.
I would be kind of like on my knees, and similarly to the first time that we fought the Goliath, well, I guess the second time that we fought Vovek, there's just like that heat off the pavement kind of coming from June, and I stand up and I look around at all my comrades just being played around like fucking little dolls, and I look out into the abyss and I just like clenched fists, and I say, "Show your face, you coward."
As you say that, the air is silent and still. As a shadow being cast from one of the sconces on the wall, as you see his visage form out of the blackness that was cast onto the wall as he steps forward, as followed by two humanoid shadowed figures, as he extends the glaive, bent arm, not even fully extending, straight to you, June.
I go to grab the glaive.
Right through it.
Still a coward.
As he walks over to Alar, as Alar stands, as he's finishing the prayer, as Alar stands and you turn around and you see his body there, as he leans down, coming eye to eye with you, as you see that domino mask tattoo, the left half of his face, his white eye and the burns. He gives you a grin. Almost to the point where he's frozen.
I just stare right back at him, meaning eye to eye.
He doesn't move.
Can I stand next to Alar and stare back as well?
As you do, Vovek's vision or gaze doesn't ever avert from Alar. Not even an acknowledgement that you're there.
I'm gonna walk up there as well, standing kind of behind Alar, not trying to like grab attention necessarily, but I'll say, if you want to fight, tell us where.
Again, as you say
Show
that,
us.
Zio, even you notice, almost if as frozen in time, the grin stuck on his face, unmoved.
Guys, this isn't real.
Obviously.
Obviously. Just.
That someone's controlling it.
And the
It still
Goliath doesn't
means
have
something.
I don't know. Just. At this point, we're on his ride. There's nothing we can do.
How are you so like calm, cool, and collective right now?
If you just give in, that means you're almost giving up.
How are you not on edge like the rest of us? At the sight of him, we should all be firing and blasting, and you.
Oh, trust
are...
me, I was ready to, and then I got the shit kicked out of me by all of you.
I want to.
It's fine.
Drew doesn't smile.
It really is. I'm not mad at you because I would have done the same. But at this point, we're on his ride. He's trying to fuck with us, and the more we give him, the more that we care that we're here. The more if he is watching, the more he knows he's winning. Honestly, it's obviously fake. He can't touch us, we can't touch him. So who gives a fuck if we're here? That's why.
Clearly, like, this is like not a normal thing. Sending us from a tavern to unconsciousness to voidless areas that we have previously been. So, like, this is something greater than I think that he has capabilities of. I don't want to sound bleak here, but this is fucking real.
Is it?
This is real. This is real.
And I am scared. You should be too. It is not light. Whatever is toying with our minds, that is what's wrong. They're toying with our minds, and that is something that is not easy to do from afar.
He's right.
Did you not? Never mind. Did you not see what he did to the jockey did to Cinder? That isn't normal. He is powerful. He can fuck with us however he wants. I don't know how magic works, but obviously that's more powerful than anything June has in her arsenal. No offense, June. There is something being messed with.
Ecclesias has something to say. Let him speak.
I just are these visions are still happening, right? Like the Alar still locked in that. Like everybody can see that, right?
I don't know
now,
about what
the rooms.
Alar and Urden and them are doing, but the Goliath has not moved.
Okay. Ecclesias is still freaking out, and like his tail's actually like down in between his legs for the most part. And I want to, if I can, I want to sneak to a corner or something. And like trying to shakily trying to grab all my pieces of electrum. I frantically put them in a circle, and I drop down to my knees, and I'm trying to summon my master Veil to make that weird portal where he can be here, to see if that breaks it. Because Ecclesias is really scared, and as I'm just like
1, 2, put it there, and okay. Master Veil.
I'm gonna see if it works.
As you do this, the runes, when they light up behind you, as that calmness sets in as you're about to contact him, as you hear, as you open your eyes again, all the runes shut off. As you open your eyes, one of those shadows figures about 5 feet in front of you, as it's moving towards you, faceless, expressionless, just a black mass. As it moves through you, you get the wind taken out of you. As you go to try to stand, as it feels like this shadow creature sucked some of the strength out of you.
I'll like collapse on all fours and try to like crawl and try to stay aware and just try to grab my Ecclesias.
Is that what you call it? I grabbed my Ecclesias.
I try to grab all my electron pieces, and like my eyes are closed, and I mean, I don't know if it's weird to roleplay like what Ecclesias is thinking about right now, but let's just say I'd rather be elsewhere.
As that happens, as you collect all your electron, you put it back, the clinging into your bag altogether keeps resonating, and it grows louder and louder as it pierces your ear. As that pain comes around again, familiar with it this time, you know what is about to happen. As the rest of you, as you're arguing on the other side, as June, as you're looking at the Goliath that's staring Alar down, as he's holding his glaive, you get a flashback as it is almost the exact same expression and body movement the last time he spoke with Sven. As before, the pain, like a devastating migraine, too much to handle as you close your eyes, as that piercing sound echoes through your brain as your vision goes dark. As before your eyes open again, your body is cold. Blistering cold. As you all gasp air as you're standing around Alar's birthday campfire.
No. No, no, no.
I actually run over to Ecclesias and I
No,
grab your
no,
paw
no. Hey,
and I say, "Look at me. We can
Okay.
do this.
you are fighters.
You
I
can
am
too.
not here for this.
I can't do what you can do.
Play
but-
flute.
We'll get through this, and we will find him.
Want to go home.
I know, but open your eyes and stay strong."
I'll listen to June, and I'll touch my chest, and on myself I will cast heroism, and I just say,
You can do this. You don't need to be scaredy cat no more. You can do this. Your friends need you.
and I will cast heroism on myself and slowly kind of recatch my breath and feel a little bit more calm, and and then I seem more collected, collective.
Everybody but June and Ecclesias make a perception check.
Hey, baby.
Ooh.
What if it just starts to rain too? Ecclesias would hate this.
17.
15.
Natural 20, but a 19.
Nice. So,
Also a 19.
all of you notice. It's a feeling like when you're in your home at like 2 a.m. when you look down a dark hallway, light probably coming from a kitchen or whatever light source you're using, and then there's a stark wall where it's just black behind it, almost as if something could emerge from it at any moment. As all of you are watching Ecclesias, or June comfort Ecclesias, you hear a sound, like something heavy walking on a thick wooden floor. So you're boof, 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 emerging out of the darkness. June catching you off guard, the Goliath, no glaive in hand, as he storms with purpose in, and he grabs you by the jaw and lifts you up.
Oh my god.
As he drops you down, as he looks at his own hands, as a grin comes over. As he looks down at you, June. As he freezes once again.
Instinctually, while he would have been holding me, I would have tried to kick him in the gut, crotch, whatever would have been near the foot area.
So as you do, as he has you by the jaw and you knee him, it finds purchase. As like you hit a stone wall, as he drops you and then freezes there with a large grin.
As soon as he freezes, I will immediately kind of go back up with a firebolt in his face.
As you, and it sends through him into the distance.
And I was just gonna turn around to everybody and be like, "We're getting closer," and that heat starts resonating off of me again.
I'm going
I guess
to
I should heal myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and stand in front of Ecclesias and June, and I'll look back at them and I'll say, "You two, just stay close to me. I'll protect you." As I have
I'll
sword and
take
shield in hand.
aside by Zio, protecting them as well.
Very well. I
I
need
try to
it.
snap Cammy into reality. Is she
Reality?
As you, Cammy doesn't appear.
Cammy's the
Alar.
one, right?
Make a perception check.
Oh no, does it mean Duo's gone too?
I put this. Good die. I mean, good die. Good die. You're gonna give me a natural 20.
Fucking Tumblr.
Okay, didn't give me a natural 20. What was the roll for?
Perception.
All right. So I have a decision to make here, and I'm not gonna use the acorn.
To turn a 1 into a 20.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's a.
So you don't notice. As you're all, I'll save you. I'll protect you. The Goliath's visage starts to fade from top to bottom, coming into the center. As again, you hear that boof, 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 boof. As this time, Zio, you feel a grip on the back of your neck, like a wolf picking up its pup. As the Goliath's hand wraps from back to front and picks you up. As instinctively you kind of, as the air starts to leave you, as you drop your weapons and you go to pull his hand off, as he drops you and takes 2 steps back again, looking at his hands. And as his hand is up to the air, freezes once again.
I look at everybody immediately after that and I say, get around each other. Like, get around each other now.
I would
I do that. I listen to June.
I
Up.
do.
I would basically putting myself between the Goliath and the rest of the group, and I would stare the Goliath directly in the eyes again, and I would unsheath my sword as well, and I would then say,
Do not fear the inevitable. Vovek,
As he's still
coming to an end.
looking straight up, frozen, like a statue.
If that visage of Vovek moves again, I am ready action firing an arrow.
I'm. Oh.
Yeah,
Cade, what's your AC?
No more. I'm
I
at
picture
something
myself,
called
like-
2 hit points. Please stop.
I picture, I mean, unless Ecclesias was the only one that did it, I picture us kind of like back, like
Yeah.
back to back
Like
in
a
like a
horseshoe.
circle. Yeah, and I've got like a firebolt ready for his face.
So,
June Ecclesias in
I'm-
the center.
I have this brilliant idea.
All
I'm gonna
together.
position my sword so that way it's in him, and I'm just gonna hold it where his heart is.
as you
Oh.
go, it has purchase. As if now he's physical. He doesn't react, still frozen.
Slowly
Cut-
sink it in. Sink
Cut
it
his
in.
dick off.
Shove it in there.
Who is that?
Is that noticeable from like a far
Stop
away?
it.
Oh, you're right next to him.
Twisted
I
Bob.
simply push it into
Yeah,
him.
as you-
Because I'm guessing the tip's already there,
Yeah, as
and
you-
I'm just like shoving it in.
Tip
As
As he pushes out fire too.
As you do, the arrow gleaming off the side of his neck hits, but gleaming off. As you slowly push the sword in, as you see the black wisps shoot out, and they wrap around him as his vision fades.
I stamp where the shadow went into the ground.
As all you start hearing,
Yes. Step back.
as you
Fireball
turn
there.
as you turn the direction, and you nothing there is from the other end. As you Erden, you turn and let out an arrow, nothing there. As you hear from all directions, as all of you notice something, you
fucked.
hear something.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You hear a as a little bit of time goes by, you hear it again. As a cold breeze, as you hear the sounds of rain falling, as
Can I please pull out my arrow?
Mm-hmm. As you
Ooh, with the
pull out
And
your
I'm
arrow.
just gonna hold it up as like a conduit.
Strike me down.
Unable to see anything and only going off audio. As you then see the fire that's roaring begin to emanate a bright golden hued light. As all of you look at the light and you hear the storm encroaching, a bright wave of yellow energy pulses out from the fire as it hits all of you. As you all get the effects of a long rest.
Thank God! Thank God!
Hey. No, I didn't really need it, but thanks.
As
Alright, I already took it. I wonder why.
Are we aware of
My
this?
temporary hit point.
Carry.
you feel revitalized and not groggy. As that wave goes out and it extends and it reaches the barrier of light you can see, as that yellow light gets pushed in by the darkness, as it gets sent into the fire, as the fire is extinguished and the sounds of the storm fade. As you're all left there, what would you like to do?
I look at Erd and immediately I go, was that cord?
I'm not sure, but it felt very inspiring, so I'm holding my arrow up like a doofus. And then I'll put my arrow back.
I kind of look for the burn marks on my arms, and I kind of like.
As you're looking at your arms, what you notice is the moon tattoo glowing as it fades to normal.
Something's. I've never had that. Not bleeding. Something happened. The arrow
was it?
gone. I don't know. My moon. And I kind of like lift up my shirt a little bit, or my sleeve. I'm like, this moon. It was glowing. It was this
silvery glow? Whatever color God tells me the glow is.
I've never had it glow without me forcing magic through it or being angry or scared. It's just I'm confused.
I think you are a blessed one, Cthulhu.
Not to know if I can't be one.
If I noticed like the storm, which I immediately associated with cord, and then after Cthulhu noticed his tattoo of Foltus, I would just kind of close my eyes and not necessarily praying, but I would talk to my inner spirit, my quarry, and just say, are you with me?
Before you even can speak, you hear emanate from the ether in your head, but obviously not in your head, but from the ether, you hear the words, help me, please.
What the fuck?
What voice? Do I recognize this?
No,
voice?
no, you guys don't hear that. June hears that.
Oh.
Do I recognize the voice?
It sounds distant and it sounds ethereal. As Alar...
Was it male or female?
Male. Alar, at the same time, as June is closing her eyes, you feel two hands on your shoulder, one on each shoulder. As you look back to each side, nothing there. But you can feel it. Someone's behind you.
Does it feel warm, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Kind of just look back and smile. And, in Elvish, I would presume, I would simply say,
Thank you.
As these feelings are washing over all of you, the world starts to shake. That warm feeling that you were all engulfed by, quickly fading. As you're hearing that loud screech, as your heart is dropping like you just lost your first love, as it sinks into your stomach, this sound grows louder, more angry. As the smoke on the outside starts to encroach in, as you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as these shadow creatures move in, as they all around, as the darkness encompasses them and encompasses all of you, as one loud ring goes off in all of your ears, as you all instinctively close your eyes again.
I put a hand on Ecclesias's shoulder.
I put my paw on your hand.
As you all open your eyes, the floor feels solid and no longer feels as if you're walking on grass. The air, warm, with a very bitter cold breeze that pushes through before your eyes even open. As you hear as you feel rain hit your shoulders.
Oh.
As you open your eyes and you see the cobblestone beneath your feet. As you look around and you notice a large fountain next to you. Ecclesias.
Oh, fuck, what? It's already raining. What?
Almost as if you have a third point of view. As you're watching from a bird's eye stand. As you see Alar, June, Cthulhu, Uridin, Zio.
Shit. Oh, shit.
As they are standing next to somebody. Wearing an orange cloak.
You
You son bitch!
As soon as you said the fountain and the cobblestone, I was like, son of a
I knew
bitch.
it was the fucking Lost City.
So who's
Son
gonna
of a
mute Anthony
bitch.
before he continues?
You're gonna make me cry.
I am crying.
As Ecclesias, you see, and all of you look around, realizing where you are. As there are deceased wolves around. As you hear a voice. So what do we do? As Sven the Kind smiles at all of you, victorious.
I give him a hug.
As he embraces, shocked. Okay. And he pats you on the back.
We need to go. This isn't real. What? Everyone. I look around and I try to look for that carriage.
As you look behind Sven, knowing where it came from before, not able to see it. As Sven speaks. So, where do we go? We haven't found anything yet.
I turn to Zio and I say,
I will not forget you making us kill those wolves.
and then I position myself in such a way that I am in front of Sven.
I will, as Alar's moving around in front of Sven, I'll kind of move to the other side of Sven, shield up, sword at the ready, getting ready for an attack as I'm moving to that position, I'll say, it was an accident. I tried to feed them.
Do you not trust me? I speak doggy.
As Sven's looking at all of you, and he kind of leaves your grasp, Cthulhu. So, do we continue forward?
Not real.
I will walk up to Sven, and I'm gonna grab his hand, and I'm gonna look him in the eye, and say, I know that this is not real, and I'll kind of look over at Cthulhu, but we care about you, and if at any capacity you can hear that, then you know that whatever we do next is for you. And I'll let go of his hand, and I will I'll kind of go up by Alar and Zio, like waiting for where that fucking carriage came from.
Before you're able to leave, as he has your hand, as he kind of pulls you back, he says, I am confused, but thank you, you sweet, sweet June.
Fuck you.
As he says that, the ground shakes.
No.
As all of you are swept like a tidal wave, as you're pushed back past the fountain, as you do this, your vision goes black but comes back instantly.
I try to grab Sven's hand as it's going.
As you go to grab, Sven's not there. As Ecclesius, your vision comes back to yourself. As you're standing next to the collective. Where the carriage would have arose, you see a large platform arise, seemingly from the ground. As the buildings start to disappear, as the surrounding area becomes black, only parts being physical. As emerging from the top of this plinth, you see two shadowed figures. And you see the Goliath. As he takes steps down the staircase leading to this plinth. As he waves his hand out, as some of you go to speak, as the air not able to manifest into words. Your body's almost in a sense of stasis. As he takes steps, and he walks forward, and he sticks his hand out, and he grabs the glaive out of nothing. So, this trick was hard to perfect. But now, there will be no interruptions. Not from anyone on your side or mine. Odd, isn't it? Feels almost like yesterday. Believe it or not, I respected that boy. And he points at Cthulhu. And he looks at Uridin. And then sweeping over all of you. But apparently, there was no lesson learned. But more of a burden gained by me. As he looks up, and his arms go to his side, as the tip of the glaive touches the stonework, as the water is hitting his face. As he walks 10 feet more.
Are we able to move at all?
Not yet. This was a long road coming. As your bodies come back in, as he says, today, a lesson will be learned. As the shadow figures come to his left and his right,
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
he looks up at all of you, and as he goes to take a step forward, that is where we'll end the session for the week.
Oh, God!
I want to kill him. I want to murder him. Aylar, I'm sorry. You're not getting the last blow. I'm stabbing him in the neck.
I'll give you the last blow, but I'm gonna like knock him
fighting
the
me
fuck
for it.
unconscious first. Like,
Why do we play a game that makes me cry?
I know, I'm crying. I'm so upset. I'm so upset right now.
Do you get off on our sadness? Like, what's going on
He
here?
does. And you know why?
A little bit. Yeah, go
No,
have
but
fun.
you know why?
See,
Because
I
that is
gotta
some
say-
fucking that is some good storytelling right there, Anthony.
Erden
Fuck you,
was not
but
addressed
fuck
in
you.
that. Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was.
happy that we can't stream in
Oh.
HD so you can see all of the snot and tears.
No, but Erden
I love
wasn't
you,
a-
but also fuck you.
Yeah, that's
Erden-
what
and
it
that
is. Like,
whole-
well done, but fuck you.
And that whole thing, Erden wasn't addressed in that.
Yeah,
At
he
all.
looked at Cthulhu, and then he looked at you. And
Yeah,
then
he
looked
looked
over
at
the rest
me.
of us.
No, in the whole Sven thing.
But before, yeah,
When Sven
I was
there,
actually wondering
Erden wasn't
what
addressed.
were you doing?
Erden did not turn around. He was crying the whole time.
Oh.
Oh. Can we end the stream?
I honestly, Eddie, I was like so close to being like, wait a second, I want to know what Urden does, but I didn't want to interrupt Anthony. I was like, oh fuck.
I
Oh.
literally wrote that down too.
I'm gonna give you a
Just-
wedgie when I see you, Ferd. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
I'm punching you in the face. You don't do that to me.
Like I am like.
I need to go. I need to like watch cartoons before I go to bed.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Crying.
Quit
I'm so
smiling.
angry.
I haven't even said
No,
a.
it's not-
I haven't even said a word yet.
It's not a happy.
He's
story.
enjoying
He's not
it.
proud.
He's
no, he's not.
false. He's
No.
enjoying
Bro,
this.
wedgie.
No,
He's
honestly,
not
like
happy.
I feel like I need to
No.
go like kickboxing or something. Like I want to murder this guy so bad. I want to murder him dead. I want to murder
We
him
can play
dead,
Gig
dead, dead.
Beats later or some shit.
He's
Everyone-
a
So-
fictional character.
What I will say,
Oh my god.
I didn't get emotional until when June said something. I was like, he's got to say "sweet, sweet June,"
Yeah.
and then I started to tear up, and I was like, no, I'm a Goliath. I don't give a fuck. I will say, go ahead.
If you would have addressed Erden.
Well, he didn't address Alar either. He didn't address Alar. He didn't
Oh,
address
that's true.
Zio, and he didn't address Uridin. Not that like he was picking favorites. I don't want you guys to think that he was like, I only like you three.
No, it's okay. He
But-
doesn't like me. It's cool.
No.
I do want to
Yeah,
say,
you're the monster.
I hate you, monster.
He
I
just
do
addressed
want to
the weakest
say,
people.
yeah.
I don't even want
Compton,
to voice.
Oh my god.
Thank you for continuing your sub that was gifted to you. That's incredibly generous. But then you
Oh,
decided to be
yes.
even more
I
generous
saw
and give
that.
10 subs to the community.
Oh,
That's even
oh,
more insane.
wow.
And then you didn't
Nice.
even
So much.
and then you didn't
Okay.
even stop there, and you continue to give 100 bits. You're insane, man. And I will try to do this with one breath.
Thank you.
Thank
Maybe
you,
I can stop
Compton,
crying now.
and welcome. Jet Set 5000 MW hopped in 1, Lion Heart 555, God Mode, Ashy, K40 LLC, Rumble Pack TTV, Marini, Shy Wolf, and BD Gecko the first, and then he comes in with another 100 bits. You're a beautiful man. I've had I've had conversations with you, and I can tell you're a beautiful human being inside and out. And now to all the people that are mad at me,
mad.
I do. Wait, no.
mad.
I'm gonna hit the DM next time he's around. Yep, straight up sucker punch the face. Then the
Who did
person
that?
who's gonna be running our stream said yeah, and then good
Wait, who
evening,
did that?
Anthony. Smack, and then Compton dun. Interruption will be a cliffhanger. Yep. And then Jag was happy. You're welcome, Jag. But then Shay was mad. I made her cry, but she said, "Well done, thank you." And a big bro wedgie. Yeah.
I feel like the only time I've ever like instantly just started to like not be able to hold back tears is when like you bring Sven back up, and also when I'm gonna start getting choked up now. I'm gonna fucking nerd. I'm just gonna get real fucking sappy on the goddamn internet. But when Frodo turns to Sam before he leaves, to the, oh my god, fucking.
I'm clipping that. I'm clipping the fuck out of that.
Jeremy, I love you so stinking much.
Oh man.
I'm clipping that and saving multiple versions on my hard drive.
Can we save that for when we're in person so I can hug you?
I know, right?
We love all of you.
Talk about it on Wednesday, so
Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing that.
Can I just say something to the
I have
to the
so many
chat
emotions
real quick
right
in
now.
the
I can't
community?
process.
Go ahead.
You guys don't
Wednesday will
know.
be great.
We only have 3 chairs, so I'm gonna be sitting on Kate's.
Yeah.
yeah, baby.
Wonderful.
There's gonna be so
Perfect.
many emotions on Wednesday.
Oh my god, you guys are
Curls-
gonna cry
Curls-
thinking about it because I'm just like.
Curl said it was very, very good, and I was crying, trying not to cry so bad, and I'm with you. Or maybe you meant crying not to cry so bad, and then...
Cry not to try.
I was trying not to try.
I'm so
I-
upset and angry and like nostalgia sad, and then I'm so excited and like so happy.
I'm okay. Do you need a hug? We're all here if you need us. Can I just
he
say
doesn't
something
get
to
hugs.
the
We get
community real
hugs.
quick?
Oh,
Is that
no.
can I just say
I'm gonna
something
explode.
real quick while I'm feeling
Oh
all
my
sappy and is that like this
I can't see.
this has been like the most this has just been like the best experience to like just play this game that we love and entertain you guys, and the fact that you guys like contribute to us, you know, just telling these stories and stuff to the point where we could like get together and meet in real life, and then like I don't even know how to say it, but I'm just so thankful that you guys are showing up and enjoying, and even if you guys just leave a lurk for a little bit and then leave, like that just means so much to me. And just I mean Compton and everybody that's gifted and everybody that's just hung out through this whole thing, it's just been a really incredible experience. And now all this leading up and Anthony making me cry on fucking World Wide Web.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have killed
Again.
3 of my characters.
This is like
You-
little brother revenge.
Wait, is this whole stream just a vendetta against Jeremy?
This is like the acid bat Rick and Morty episode. Say it's a good idea.
So,
What, having a
on,
cancer?
on that note, one more final, very humble thank you, Compton. That's amazing. Thank you, Ginger Boy, Sixy Poo, and Cactorio. Thank you for the follows. If you're still here, I hope you enjoyed your stay. Rumble Pack, I know that all of you are suffering, but I can't stop smiling. I love watching people get passionate about what they enjoy doing, and I agree. And I just want to say, and we'll end on this, that make sure you subscribe. No.
Like and subscribe.
Next week will be our in-person week. For those of you that, if you aren't 100% aware, even though we beat it to death, Jay will also be on video, which is pretty awesome. So you'll be able to see his beautiful
I love
face.
the merch that is
I know,
Um,
Jack, I love you so much.
As well as Wednesday, we will be back. We will be pretty silent until then because we have a lot to get ready and people have to come across the country. But
Yeah.
Wednesday, we will be back at a different time. We'll be back at 7 Eastern for Exploring the Archives, not 8, 7 Eastern. We will be having an extra long session because it will be A, in person, B, it will be right before what could potentially be the final fight with Vovek. As well as there's a lot to unpack from this episode or this chapter in particular. We will also
before.
Yeah, and we will also be having a one-shot DM by Jeremy on Thursday at the same time.
I'm gonna murder you and then bring you back, murder you, bring you back.
And then on Friday, just as usual, we will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern for, again, what potentially could be the final confrontation with Vovek the Bestowed.
No, it's
The
gonna be a
final
shopping episode.
We
Shopping episode.
make sure,
That's what
Yeah,
today.
Jay.
if I can ask for one thing from all of you, tell your friends that might be interested, tell family, anyone that's nerdy. Let's try to make, at very least next Friday, a big event. We have people flying in from the different parts of the country. So
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
it's going to be a party. It's going to be very intense and
Shut
emotional.
up, Nightbot.
But
We're
I'll-
crying here.
I'll
We
end
get
on
that
this.
all the time.
Either way, thank you for all of you beautiful people for being here. For those of you that just lurk, for those of you that talk every session, those of you that gift subs, those of you that give us bits, whatever it may be, even if you're just giving us your love, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we cannot wait to see you all on Wednesday for an in-person session of exploring the archives. Take care, everybody. Much love. Be kind to everybody, and we'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.